What's up, guys? We got Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker. I can't wait for this fight coming up in Auckland. Main event, 5 rounds. Let's not forget, Paul Felder is a commentator slash fighter, so, he's doing the best of both worlds in the sport of MMA for the UFC. Obviously, he's getting a good opportunity here for a 5-round main event. And remember back when Hooker got that win and was in the cage, Paul Felder was interviewing him, and they had that little moment where Hooker was like, "Well, I know a guy right here in front of me, that's a tough guy that I would like to fight." Excuse me. So that was a cool moment now looking back, now that they're going to fight in the main event. And, there wasn't much animosity, but then all of a sudden now I watched an interview with Hooker where, supposedly Felder made some jokes about his last name and this and that. You can obviously put 2 and 2 together on what he might have said, but apparently that got to Hooker, and now Hooker's like, well, I have some personal reasons to pick up my intensity in training and get ready and be even more motivated to kill this guy. So, but let's get to the ins and outs of the fight. I really like Felder's style. He's a finisher. He likes to get inside and utilize elbows and kicks and knees. But Hooker's gonna have a lot more reach in this fight as far as length goes and kicking goes and stuff like that. And we saw Hooker utilize some really good calf kicks when he beat Ally Quinta. That was really impressive to me. The way that he beat him, and because Ally Quinta just it's really hard to get that guy out of there. But Hooker really put it on him, man. He hurt him, and that was an impressive win. I feel that this fight will most likely take place on the feet for the majority of the fight. You do know, Felder's got amazing ground and pound. He's vicious on top on the ground, and Hooker's he just has the more well-rounded skill set, I would say, as far as being able to mix things up, utilizing switching stances, utilizing his range, his octagon control. And when I say that, I don't mean just walking forward. I just mean the way that he utilizes his body, his style of fighting. I think that he just does it a little better. Paul Felder probably give the power advantage to him. He's definitely finished more guys, I feel like. But, Felder's fighting in Dan Hooker's backyard. The time change, the travel, that all plays a role in this. And you never know how someone's feeling going into a fight, due to all those things that they're dealing with. But I think Felder handles it well. He looks to be in great shape. Those guys at City Kickboxing, they have something special going on with Israel Adesanya and, Brad Riddell's a really solid fighter. They got Kaikar of France. They got, Volkanovski coming in, cross-training with them. So they just got something special going in that gym with head coach Eugene Behrman. And I think that that momentum is going to play a role. I think the hype of that gym and fighting in Auckland, in their hometown, their backyard, I think that's going to favor Hooker in this fight. And I think Hooker's going to get it done, man. I think it might go decision, but I really believe Hooker's going to get it done. I like Felder a lot. I'm a fan of his fighting style. I just think that Hooker just has that more well-rounded style. He has that higher fight IQ and how to utilize his range and his distance. And I think he's going to be able to pick Felder apart a little bit and land the more significant strikes from a distance and not take too much from Felder. I feel Felder is going to have to get inside on him and really try to bully him and try to land those elbows and those kicks inside closer distance. But I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to do so. So I'm going Hooker by decision in this fight. Boom, baby.